Hey, hey, welcome in, everybody. Hey, love. Welcome to our Glow and Sip Motivation Week, where we will craft and we will also have a little discussion, have a real sip. Now, I don't know what you might be sipping on, but this is some Sprite, y'all, okay? But anyway, y'all in the chat, just come on in and communicate with me. Let me know that you're here. How are y'all doing today? If this is your first time, welcome to Blue Lotus Vibes, where we bloom even harder every day. Like I said, this is our first glow and sip, where we will talk motivation, real talk, keeping it real. I have a questionnaire I have over here on the side, so we're gonna just kind of do a little talking. But I also have a craft that we are going to do. But you know how when you go to the pool and you don't want to go to the pool. You don't want to go run no errands or anything else with a blank cup, right? Because this cup blank, right? But we're going to put something on here and we're going to make this cup pop. So I hope that you will join me and that you will get you a craft as well so that you can craft while I craft and we can talk. Okay? So I am going to switch cameras so that we can see exactly what I am working on. And if you're in the chat, give me a little heart or give me a little sparkle. Let me know you in the chat. Because we're gonna bloom together, baby. We're gonna sparkle and bloom together. I'm gonna switch cameras real quick. I hope that you can hear me. If you are in the chat, let me know that you can hear me or not. Can you hear me or not? But anyway, this is the cup that we will be working on. I'm going to tell you all of my supplies so that if you might want to do this, whether you look at a replay or not. Okay, so this is a regular tumbler, regular steel tumbler, stainless steel tumbler. And as you can see on here, I have some vinyl. Now, what I did was I took and I put this vinyl in clear. So I'm going to show you what I used. I use this. I use my regular cutter and I use Oracle 651. And in order to be able to put that on the cut, I use my Cricut transfer tape, regular clear transfer tape, to be able to put this on here and to up here to the cut. Now we will not be needing the top, so I'm going to go ahead and pull the top off at this time. I have a mat down because what I'm going to use is I'm going to use some UV resin and I'm going to put it on here because we will be blinging this out. I do have three different type of stones and they are a white opal. Let me let you see them. These are white opals. I have a cyan and I also have a pink opal. Now, in order to make that stick, like I said, I will be using UV. But you can't have UV now unless you have your UV light. So I do have a UV light sitting over here. I have a cradle to put my cup in. I have a picker as well to also use. Of course, gloves, if you would like to use gloves. I have some wipes. There are many different types of glues to use. So if you do not choose to use that particular glue, which is your UV, you have your heat gun. You can use heat gun glue. You can use tack it over and over. You can also use a liquid fusion. And those are just some of the ones that I have that I can use as well. And this is also tacky glue. So there are many different ways that you can put these rhinestones on there. I also have some Q-tips just in case you have a little problem, little issues. You might want to clean them off, wipe them off. It's best to have something on the side. And that is where your wipe will come in handy at. Okay, I'm going to go ahead, and I don't mean to make all this noise. I'm going to go ahead and pull some of these out as well already so that they will be ready to go. So what we doing? How are you in the chat? Please pop in and at least throw me a heart, a hi, a wave, or something. Or are you in the bushes? Even if you're in the bushes, go ahead and throw me a little peace sign or something. Let me know that you on here and that you vibing out with me real quick. I took a quick sip of my Sprite and we're going to get started. So I came up with this idea, sipping pretty. And on the back, I have the lady. Like I said, I have it in clear because my thing is when you're not using a colored tumbler or you're not supplementing on a tumbler, to me, the rhinestones look better when you use a clear vinyl. That way you will only see the rhinestones and not the vinyl coming through under the bottom. Now, I mean, not unless you good like that now. If you real good like that now, you go ahead and do what you do. But I'm going to go ahead and sit this and position this where I can see this. I'm going to put one glove on because that is what I need in a minute. But I'm going to go ahead and put these down. And these will be where I will be putting my rhinestones at so that I can pick them up a whole lot quicker. Hey, Miss T, how you doing? Okay, now teach me something. Okay, Miss T, how are you doing? Thank you for coming in. I greatly appreciate you. I'm going to go ahead and pour these in here. And if anybody had a chance to look at my little motivation this morning, it was called Bring the Light. And that is what prompted me to say, you know what? Let's have a little, how they say, a little chat and pat while we crafting, because we always get on here and craft. But sometimes we need that little push, that little motivation to take us even a little further. I'm just pouring these in my little container right here. So like I said, this is a white opal I have, or it's just pink. This is my pink opal right here. I'm going to take this top and put my cyan in as well. I'm going to pour that in a little bit. Okay, and now we want to move these out the way because we don't want to make a mess. And now I'm going to also take this container right here. We could all use a little motivation. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. But from my motivation, what I did do is I posed a little questions I got so that we can, discuss and talk as well as craft. Because everybody can get on here and craft, but can we have a little motivation, a little talk, a little something while we doing so? So the first question that I have is, let me see. If your energy had a color today, what would it be and why? Now you don't have to make a great long book in the chat, but if your energy had a color today, what would it be and why? Okay, so I think instead of doing sipping pretty right now, I'm gonna go ahead and work on the lady. We're gonna get her all nice and pretty. Like I said, I have my picking tool, and this is just wax on the end of it. We're going to use a little bit of this UV resin, and we're going to go right in here. I'm going to bring my light a little closer because your girl wear glasses, okay? So I need to be able to see as I'm doing this. Now, y'all already know, as far as the question I just asked you, my energy, blue. Mine will be blue, of course, as well, always, because blue, a lot of people think that blue, it means sad and moping or anything like that, and it's not very true. That is not very true. Blue means a whole lot. It means light. It means guidance. It's calm. So in saying that, Blue does not mean that it is a sad color. So mine would definitely be blue. It would definitely be blue. Definitely. I'm going to go ahead and wipe some of this off. As you can see, I got too much on. That one runs real thin. I've had UV resins where they have been kind of thick. And then I've had some where they've been kind of thin. So just like that, I'm going to go in here. And I think we're going to go ahead and make this white. So just like that, I got to turn it so I can see it. We're going to go ahead and put that on the earring. We're going to make the earring white. Go around and make it as close as possible. As you can see, close as possible. Because we want to make sure we got her blinging pretty. Okay, another thing with working with UV, you want to make sure that you kind of do it kind of on a quickness now. Because UV will appear real quick on you. So I'm going to move kind of quickly on this. Anybody in the chat, what are you working on today? Please be blinging or doing something. Do something with your girl so we can do this together, so we can glow and grow together. Okay, so I think that is that for right now. So we're going to take the light. It does have 3 different speeds on here. We're going to go with the first one because we just want to tack it down just a little bit. Okay, let me see what you said. You said my motivation started off. Okay, let me bring what you said up. So that way I won't be trying to strain to see what you said. Okay, my motivation started off bright pink because okay. Yes, ma'am, Miss T. Well, you just lay on that couch and you drink you a drink because this is glow and sip. You go ahead and sip you something, honey. Now I'm not telling you what to sip on now. You're a grown woman. But I'm just sipping me some Sprite over here while we on the live. But yeah, we need your pink to turn back bright pink and not dull pink, okay? We needed to be back on that fire mode, okay? So when the light goes out, you just simply take and put that down. We're going to keep on going. And like I said, I think I'm going to have to be careful when I squeeze this out because this right here, honey, he got a little something to him. I'm going to just do a little bit. I'm going to have to keep using a Q-tip. I've never used this. This is my first time actually taking and using this UV. But let's go ahead and keep moving with him. We're going to take some of this out because this is too much. I'm going to take and wipe it around a little bit like that. And then we're going to take and shake down in our little tray. And we're going to keep adding. And I'm going to ask y'all the next question. Give me 1 minute. Because we're trying to make sure that we move with this UV. Because this UV, it will dry quick on you. And my little picking tool, he a little funny. That's another thing working with this clear. You have to really look at where your lines are. And I know I could have used a color, but like I said, when it comes to having your cup and it's stainless steel, to me, it just looks better if you can actually take and put the stones on there and it's over top of the vinyl and not, you see what I'm talking about? How you don't see the vinyl under there, because when you use white and different other colors, to me, you can see that. And you don't want to be able to see that. Not unless you put a lot of, not unless you put a lot of stones on there now. I could be saying to be corrected. Some people might be in there and they've been doing this like they a pro now. Me, I do a couple of a little here and there. I'm not saying I do it all the time, but at the same token, I do enjoy it. It is soothing. It's relaxing. And I like to do it every now and then. Okay, so we're going to put a little pink on her lips. Now, the next question is, When did you last feel true? When did you last feel truly seen in your glow? When did you last truly be feel seen in your glow? When did you feel like you was glowing, you was floating, you was on cloud nine, and couldn't nobody tell you nothing, honey? Cause you just had it all. I'm gonna move this up a little bit, y'all, because like I said, your girl wear glasses, and I want to make sure I can get that in there. And I'm looking at it at the same time y'all looking at it. Okay. If you're in the bushes, thank you for coming. I greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate you. All is welcome. Just make sure you do one thing for you, girl. Go on and hit that like button while you're in the bushes watching, okay? I greatly, greatly appreciate you. And all right, we're gonna take and drop that over, and we're gonna go right here because we want it to be close. Okay, so we're gonna get it close as possible. We're gonna keep using our picker, and we're gonna go around and get these lips popping. Okay, we're gonna get these lips popping. Okay, so it look like I missed one right here. Let's go in right here. And like I said, you have a little time when you are working with resin, UV resin, but you still got to move at a certain pace to get it done. Now, there's other glues that you can use, and using those, it gives you a little bit more time to actually, get your design together. I'm gonna just move these around a little bit, and we're gonna keep on moving. We're gonna keep on moving. I'm gonna look at the chat in a minute. I hope that everybody has had a wonderful day today, and that you have been walking around and bringing your light, because today's theme is bring your light. All right, y'all. I think I don't have any more. I don't have enough resin on there. We're gonna go ahead and do this like this. Do that like that, so we can get it moving. Yeah, 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 yeah. Now I turn down the other light a little bit. My bad, y'all. So the next question, let's keep going. What's one thing that tries to dim your light daily? What do you feel try to dim your light daily? What tries to dim your light daily? To me, it be my disability. Sometimes when I'm first getting up in the mornings, it be that, girl, go on and lay back down. You know you ain't got to get up this morning. It be that in the back of my mind telling me, girl, you ain't got to do nothing today. Go on and lay back down. But it's the drive and the strive and the I can do it mentality that I have that pushes me and tell me, girl, go on and get up because you got this. You can do this. Don't let nothing stop you. So it be challenging, but I be there. I be there for it. I'm gonna put a little bit on this Q-tip because I don't like the way this is coming out. So I'm probably gonna change that bottle and put it in something different. Probably one of those precision bottles where it has a precision tip that will allow me to be able to have more control over that. But yeah, on a daily basis, when my body is telling me, girl, my man, I'm gonna say my man, as long as, well, with my body, be saying, girl, you ain't got to get up today. What we getting up to do? Nothing. And then that's when you have to have that other side of you that say, girl, you can get this up. You can do this. Don't let nothing stop you. Because then can't nobody get in your way but you. For sure. All the time. So it is with that drive and that motivation that I tell myself, regardless, I'm going to get up and I'm going to do that. And not to say people don't be trying to stop you, because if they can, they will. But you got to have that motivation and that movement, that drive to tell yourself that you can do it regardless. So don't let nobody stop you. Nobody. Yeah. So there, right there. Move that right there. And her lips coming out. Her lips coming out a little bit. Let me show y'all. Her lips coming out a little bit. A little bit. I need to move it where you can see it. Her lips coming out a little bit. Just a little bit. Hey, cousin. Thank you for coming in. I greatly appreciate you. You are in the bushes. Thank you, baby. I greatly, greatly appreciate you. And even if you cannot comment now, when you do get a chance, whether it is after the video, comment and let me know. Let me know what keeps you. Okay, let me ask another question. What daily habit would help you turn on your light intentionally? I mean, just get you fired up, get you motivated, get you going, just keeps you where you need to be at. What? What what keeps you going? What daily habit would help you turn on your light intentionally? My daily habit is knowing that I can get up and do that. Back my camera up some. Okay, I got the light over top of it right now, but thank you. I will. I'll pull it up some. Is that better? Let me know if that is better. Yeah. So y'all don't be afraid. Answer in the chat. Y'all in the bushes. Answer in the chat if you can. If you can. If you can. Okay, let's keep going. When is the last time you've been seen in your glow? Okay, I asked that question. What's one thing that tries to dim your light daily? I asked that. Or did I? How would you act if you weren't afraid of shining? Now, some of us, we be afraid and we be like, oh, no, I can't do that. I don't want to do that because I don't want anybody to see what I can do. What is it? What is it, y'all? Answer in the chat now. Answer in the chat. What's one thing that tries to dim? Okay, why I keep looking at that one? How would you act if you weren't afraid of shining? Answer that question. How would you act if you weren't afraid of shining? How would you act? Would you be all out there with it? Would you be partially out there with it? Or would you just be like, yeah, this me. This me. I am who I am. Accept me who I am. How would you? How would you? Come on now, y'all don't be afraid. Answer in the chat now. We doing a little crafting and motivation today. Come on now, talk to me. I talk back. Y'all, these rhinestones about to be all over the place, falling off of my wax pen. Cause it be something when you get these when you use like different glues and different things like that, it tends to get on your wax pen and have your wax pen kind of messed up. But that's how it's looking. Can y'all see this now? This is how it is looking so far. We got to get her a hat. And y'all, I don't know, I might switch up out this glue for a minute because he needs some thickness to him. But I am going to put him on for one quick minute so that I can go ahead and harden up this little bit that we use. Y'all come on now, answer in the chat now. Okay, let me ask another question. What part of yourself have you been hiding from the world? That's a good question. What part of yourself have you been hiding from the world? What part? Come on now, y'all talk in the chat. Everybody in the bushes peeping. I need y'all to come on out and talk now. We having our little motivation. We are having our motivation and crafting. It's going to come out nice when I stop using this glue right here, y'all. Because this glue is not. This is my first time using this glue. So I think I'm going to go ahead and go with my liquid fusion. Hey, thank you for coming in. How are you? Don't hurt the harvest. Thank you for coming out the bushes. If you were in the bushes, I greatly appreciate you. How are you today? So y'all come on, answer in the chat. It don't have to be a great long story, but what part of yourself have you been hiding from the world? What part? What part? We just waiting for this light to go out, y'all. Then we gonna stop using this UV, and I'm gonna go ahead and use my liquid fusion, because in using my liquid fusion, it will work a whole lot better. So like I said, I have liquid fusion. I'm gonna use that one, but you can use so many different other ones. I got Tack It all over. It's a fabric one also, if y'all never knew about that, but it's a fabric fusion as well as a liquid fusion. And then we have Tacky Glue. Uh-oh, that one fell, y'all, and I'm not going to pick that one up right now because I don't want to be down there taking too long to get back up. But we're going to keep it moving right here. Can y'all see now? Or do I have the light in y'all way? I think I got too much light over here. Can y'all see? Is that better? Okay, we're going to go right here up in the hat area. Like I said, if I used a colored one, y'all would probably be able to see it a little bit better. We're going to go ahead and use the cyan up on the hat. We're going to put the cyan in this hat. Okay, let me use a liquid fusion. Let me make sure the tip is open. And this one might not be open. Let me see if I tack it all over, it's open. Okay, we're going to use that one. All right, so I'm going to take and form a nice little line right here. I'm going to go kind of slow because I don't want it to be too much on here. And not only that, but it'll let me know where I need to put my rhinestones as well. And if you ever feel like that is too much, always make sure you put your tops back on too, y'all, because your stuff will dry out on you. Hey, Miss V, how are you doing? Thank you for coming in. How are you today, honey? We're going to just take a little bit. I'm just, like I said, I don't like too much on there. I'm going to take and do that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, honey. Miss V said hit the like button, y'all. Okay, so we're going to go ahead. We're using our cyan. We're going to go right in the cap. So y'all, I didn't see nobody in the chat. I know y'all in the chat. Come on, answer now. Answer the question. What part of yourself have you been hiding from the world? If that's too hard for you, then how would you act if you weren't afraid of shining? Which one? Which one can you answer? Can you answer truthfully in the chat, and that you're not scared to answer? Because we have a motivation today too as well, y'all. Come on now. We're going to have crafting and motivation. Crafting and motivation. Because y'all be hearing me talk all the time. I talk all the time. But I need for y'all to talk back. So that is why we having our glow and sip. Where you sip on whatever you choose to sip on. While we have motivation and we talk to each other. Talking real talk about real things about life, period. And we are coming along with this cyan. I like this already, y'all, instead of using that UV light. That UV light was doing too much. That UV to me is a little bit too thin. I'm going to probably have to switch out and go back to the one that I was using before. But this is coming out great. I am loving these colors. I am loving these colors. I am loving them. I thought that y'all would love me having something different from me talking all the time. Y'all be hearing me talk all the time. All the time. I need for y'all. When y'all see them scattered like that, you just take the other end of your tip You go in and you gently bring them back together. And you got to be careful because any glue that you do use have a window and a time on it. So you just have to keep that in mind. Even if you seem like you're a little slow with it, just remember you got a time. There is a time limit on it. Okay? You just got to keep moving with it. That's all. Just keep moving, moving, moving. All right, so like that. If you said anything in the chat, give me 1 minute. As soon as I put this down, then I will get right back to y'all and see what we're talking about in the chat and what we sipping on. What are we sipping on? That's coming out kind of pretty though, y'all. I like it. I like it. Your face. What? Miss V. You know what? You know what, Miss V? Now this is where me and you always have our little fallout about, because I understand that you don't want to do that because you feel like you shy and everything like that, but at the same token, you are a very pretty lady. So why are you so scared and afraid? Why are you so scared and afraid? Why, Miss V? And you be having a lot of little motivation going on over there too, as well as your crime podcast. So what are you afraid of, Miss V? Why are you afraid, honey? Okay, y'all. How y'all think that's coming out? I think it's coming out pretty good. What you said. Let me see what you said. Let me see what you said. You sipping on water in between painting down at the church. Okay. Okay. Well, I greatly appreciate you taking your time out to sip on your water and listen in while you are at the church. Okay. So this is what we looking like. I don't know if y'all can see it. Let me make sure y'all can see it because I'm backwards a little bit. Okay. Well, I am only sipping on Sprite, but like I said, y'all are grown people. Y'all sip on what y'all want to sip on. I can't tell y'all what to sip on. I'm just telling you what's in my cup. Okay. But this is what it's looking like, y'all. I think it's coming out pretty. Thank you for coming in, VOM. How are you today, honey? And what are you sipping on? We having a little, as they like to say, a little chat and a little motivation. And we just simply ask a little small little questions. Well, I am. Not everybody, but I am. I'm just asking questions on how would you act if you weren't afraid of shining. Just little questions, little motivation, something to get us going, something to get the talk going. Okay, y'all. I think the thing was getting a little stuck on me again. So we're going to go in right here a little bit at a time. A little bit at a time. And we just want to go around right here because I want to bring some in right there as well. And like I said, remember to make sure that you cap it. Why is my messages being held for review? I don't know, because you shouldn't, because you're a mod. I don't know why they're being held up designs. You should be able to chat with no problem. Dressing up the good lie would stop me from going. You know what, Miss V? Let me tell you something, honey. By me being a crafter and I'm constantly making t-shirts and everything, honey, if you don't slap you on some t-shirts, pull that hair back, or put you on a cap, whichever one that's going to work for you. And there you go. Put you on your big pretty glasses that you'll be putting on and say, here I am. I come as myself. I come as myself. I'm not trying to be all fancy smashy. I ain't trying to do all this and that. I'm coming to y'all as I am. Now, I will say this, Miss V, because I'm going to keep it 100 because we keeping it real over here. Now, on your other channel, your crime channel, no ma'am, you can keep that camera off, baby, because your channel be jumping. If y'all have never been over to make this go viral, she has a podcast as well as a regular channel. Baby, her chat be jumping over there, okay? It be jumping. She be delivering the crime and her chat be jumping. So if you are not familiar with her, please go and check her out. But yeah, Miss V, I went over there and I was like, ooh, Lord have mercy, things have changed. You done brighten up the place over here. I'm picking with you, Miss V, but I'm so very, very proud of you, honey, because you doing it. You got it going, honey. You got it going. You truly got it going. But as far as your motivation or your other channel, then yeah, I mean, come on out, let the people see you every now and then. I ain't saying you gotta stay like that, but every now and then, I mean, let the people see your pretty face. Give them a little smile or something every now and then. I'm gonna look at the chat in a minute because it look like I'm getting a whole book over here. Give me a minute. But yeah. Like I said before, Miss V, only you can stop you. Okay. You need some t-shirts, let me know now, because I'll hook you up. Make sure you put your name on there. And guess what? You can wear your own little shirts right on your channel and be like, I'm here, y'all. I'm here. I'm me. I'm doing what I need to do for y'all to be comfortable with me and me with myself, because it will not only help me to be out here and for y'all to see me, but it will help me to feel better about knowing that I can do it and stop telling myself that I can't. So it's going to help. It's going to work out, Miss V. It's going to work out, honey. Okay, y'all. This is how it's looking. I'm on one little small little piece of the hat. One little small piece of the hat. Okay, let me get to this chat now. You welcome, Miss V. I see what you said. I was asking a question exactly. It just depends on how I feel, and basically, if I'm doing a podcast or something, yes, I will address that. Otherwise, I'm just me. I'm right, right. Be you. Yeah, Miss V, 2 channels. Yeah, that's a task, but you be doing it. You be working them phones. I don't know how you do it, but you be doing it. You be doing it. You be doing it. Yes. But I mean, I can understand what you're saying too, because you feel like that is your element and that is, behind the camera, behind the scenes and everything like that. So I understand. I mean, whatever makes you feel comfortable, but I'm just saying, if you could do that every now and then, come up out your little shell every now and then. Let the world see your light every now and then, Miss V, every now and then. But let me ask another question, because it look like everybody want to get up in the questions now. How do you protect your peace when things get loud? How do you protect your peace when things get too loud for you? Well, I will tell y'all mine's, because we are sharing and growing and learning together and glowing, because this is Glow and Sip. When things get too loud and too busy for me, what I do is I take my time away from the scene. And what I mean by that, that's when I go ahead and shut down YouTube. I don't go on there, and I love to go on there and support people, because not only do I support people, but of course I, post for my channel as well. But when I feel like the scene is too loud for me and I need a break, I need some peace, I need some time to myself, I will come off of the channel, off of YouTube, period. And I tend to go into my little quiet area. And that's when I have time for me, whether it's reading, whether it's creating, whether it's even looking at something maybe on a different channel. Maybe, I do love to watch crime, so I do watch the crime networks. I also do watch Netflix because I like a lot of their documentaries, their real life documentaries that they have. And I'm just taking a Q-tip, y'all, and dabbing a little bit because I'm trying to get in these areas where we still need to put some rhinestones in. Some of this glue to me is really too much, too thick or something like that. Okay, what do you do? You meditate? Okay. You gotta go. I need okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for coming in. I greatly appreciate you, honey. You have a wonderful evening. Yes. Me time is the top of my priority because a lot of times if you don't get that me time, you know, it's like watching a pot ready to boil over. And you need that time, whether it's for a minute, it's for a moment, and whether that me time is away from family as well. Because sometimes you need to go in a room and shut the door and be all totally to yourself. And it's okay because we all need that time. We all need that time. Yes. So, yeah, that is what I do. I shut down everything. I go in my room. Like I said, whether it's meditating, designing, creating, watching a documentary, watching a crime channel, or something like that, I go and I make sure I get that time that I need. Yes, this is me. I thought you was gone. I thought you was gone. Okay. All right, y'all. So since we getting this hush puppy rolling, because y'all know I'm not gonna tarry too long and take up all of y'all day. Let's keep going. Do you protect your peace the same way you protect your phone or your bag? Answer that question. Y'all, I keep hitting this light. I do apologize. Do you protect your peace the same way you protect your phone or your bag? Which one is it? How do you do that? All right, y'all, we're going to go a little bit in here, just a little bit, because we're going to do piece by piece on this. And like I said, I am using Q-tips for the pieces that I think are too thick. So yes, honey, when it comes to that purse, it comes to that phone, you need to be able to do what? Protect your peace as if we protect our phone, because y'all know how we be in the heartbeat. Child, where my phone at? Who got my phone? I can't find my phone. Call my phone. Where my phone at? Or if you got more than one phone, you be like, okay, let me use the backup phone to call the right phone to make sure that I can find out where my phone at. We need to be the same way with our peace. We need to be the same way with our peace. We do. Because some people, the phone is our lifeline. And without that phone, honey, we ain't going nowhere. Nowhere fast. Like, Chad, I can't come and talk to you right now. I need to find this phone. When I find this phone, then I'll be back. But until then, mm-mm. But we need to protect our peace as well, like that. We need to. I'm gonna look at the chat in 1 minute, y'all. I'm trying to keep this moving up this nice way. I just took 2 week break. Okay, let me show what you just said. I took 2 week break. Okay, 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 and we need to do that, and we need to do that sometime. Let me see what you're saying, Miss B. Exactly. 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 So in order for us to be able to do that, you have to right, right, right. Yeah. So let me keep going. Okay, are you letting your light lead your life or hiding behind someone else's shine? Answer that question. That's a good one, y'all. Are you letting your light lead your life or hiding behind someone else's shine? My thing is, you can only be you regardless. And there's no need to hide behind anybody because so many times you hide behind the person and you make that person big or grow or whatever like that. And then where you at? You need to always be front and center for your own self. Always front and center for your own self. Let your light shine, let your life grow, and keep flourishing, keep blooming. Because hiding behind somebody else, not gonna get you nowhere fast. Nowhere fast. Hmm. Nowhere fast. You can make somebody else big and important, and then what? Where you at? No. Mm-mm. Not at all. So this is how it's coming out, y'all. What y'all think? Y'all think you create my own lanes? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Miss V, you on my language. You on my language, honey, because I love to say what? Stay in your own lane because I love to do that. Love to stay in my own lane. And when I feel like it's too much for me, wherever I'm at, let me hurry up and get in my lane because I'm not in my element. I need to get back in my space. I need to get back in my own head space. Be where I need to be at. Be my own creative person. When I start feeling like that, mm-mm, nope, not at all. So yeah. Now you speaking my language right there, Miss V. For sure. For sure. Yes. Yes. But I hope y'all are truly enjoying yourself and we're having our little glow and sip. Like I said, I don't know what y'all sipping on. I'm sipping on my Sprite over here. But y'all know y'all girl love to talk. So I was like, you know what? It'd be nice if we had like a glow and sip. Everybody come in, you sip what you sip on, and we just have real talk about real things, about real motivation. Like I said, I did have a motivational thing earlier today. I did like a small premiere on it, and it was your light. Bring your light. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna like this glue either, but I'm gonna work with it. I'm gonna work with it because I ain't gonna say my favorite line. It I quit. Y'all know what them two other letters is. I ain't gonna say them, but I know I say it I quit real quick. So since I'm not gonna say that, I'm gonna go ahead and keep it moving and keep it pushing. And that's another thing with dealing with motivation and different things like that. I've been constantly motivating myself to keep on doing what I need to do and what I want to do. Because a lot of times I will start. And I mean, we being true, we being honest here, y'all. A lot of times I will get up in the morning, I'll start and I'll work on something. And if it don't serve me right, I'll be like, you know what? Let me walk away because this ain't doing it right now for me. Let me walk away and go do something else. So I'm learning how to motivate myself to stay on that one item more than what I have been doing because sometimes you being a creative, you know, content creator and you create a lot of content and different things, so you have a lot of different things written down, your mind can be so cluttered on, okay, I got this idea, I got this idea, I got this idea. And you need to take the time to sit and slow your mind down and say, let me stay focused on this one thing. Let me not be all over the place. Because of me being all over the place, it's causing me to lose my fire, my drive, my motivation on where I want to be at. And I've had to say that to myself, like, wait a minute, Blue, don't go nowhere. You need to stay on this. So, you know what I've learned how to do too? What I've learned how to do to this, like you say in there, discipline, yes, ma'am. I've learned how to constantly discipline myself by taking a pen every day, y'all, and I make myself a list. This is what you gonna stay focused on today. You're not gonna go and do this, that, and that. You're gonna focus on these maybe 3 or 4 things. And as I finish them, then I check them off the list and I'm like, okay, we done with that. Because, like I said so many times, y'all, I be like, yeah, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. You have 20, 30 different things that you are trying to make yourself get to, and you never get there. You never get there because you trying to do too much at one time. And I had to tell myself that slow down. Slow this horse down, honey, because you riding a little bit too fast for your own self. So yeah, don't lack motivation. We lack discipline. Okay. Okay. Yes, ma'am. You told me about this troll up design. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I know that's right. You didn't say what? You didn't say my favorite line, it I quit. Hmm. And didn't. Yes, ma'am. And that's what I go through a lot, Miss D. I will constantly tell myself, yeah, girl, you can do this and you can do that today. And ooh, child, you done had you a full 5, 6, 7, 8 hours of sleep. Girl, go on and do that. You got that. You can do that. And then you get started and you be like, well, hey, where my energy go at? I am so drained now. Why I can't do this and do that? It's because your mind, you're not allowing your mind to stay focused on that one thing like it need to. And you're right. A lot of times we lack, the ability to do what it is we need to do, and that's focus on one thing. And like I said, I've gotten to the point where I told myself, let me write this list. Let me stay focused on this 1, 2, or 3 little things for the day. When I accomplish that, I will check it off. As I check it off, then we can move on to the next thing. Because y'all, I'm telling you, chicken with a head cut off, I'm going everywhere, doing this, doing that, doing this, doing that. It don't work. It don't. It really truly don't. You really truly be doing too much, too fast. I don't know why this thing's acting like they don't want to stick. It could be my tip. Let me take and wipe that off. Because I don't want to change out my tip. Because by me doing the other rhinestones, the hot fix rhinestones, I try to keep my 2 picking tools. Ooh, excuse me, y'all. I try to keep them separate so that I will not cross over and have my hot fix rhinestones sticking like they shouldn't. Okay, so we gonna try to stay where we need to be at, and that's right here with that. Okay, let's keep asking questions. Y'all want some more questions, or y'all want me to leave it be, and y'all just want to watch me do these few little rhinestones? Y'all let me know that in the chat. Y'all want me to keep going with these little questions? Put some what we want to put. We want to put some stars. Put some stars in the chat for our glow up today. For our glow Up, sip, sip, sip. Cause we sipping over here, honey. We is sipping, glowing and sipping. Glowing and sipping. Y'all want some more? I'm gonna look at the chat in 1 minute, y'all. I'm just trying to put our little rhinestones in. Cause we is glowing and sipping. Driving now and listening. Okay. Will you listen? Both hands on the steering wheel, honey. Both hands on the steering wheel. How they say 10 and 2? I don't know, y'all, because I ain't gonna lie and say I don't drive with one hand. But 10 and 2. 10 and 2. Put them on the steering wheel, Miss B. But we gonna keep it going with our chat, y'all. Let me see what happened. I asked y'all. Okay, I already asked that question. Let's go. What would you tell yourself today if you were your own best friend? What would you tell yourself today if you were your own best friend? Wow. Okie dokie. What would you tell yourself if you were your own best friend? That's a good one. That's a really, really, really good one. Y'all excuse me because I feel like I got to sneeze. I don't know why. I think it's just glue. I hope I'm not allergic to it or nothing, but it got my nose feeling like I want to sneeze. I definitely don't want to sneeze in y'all face, but this how it's coming out. How y'all like it? I'm liking it, y'all. That hat and everything's coming out. We got to work on them lips a little bit, but I'm... okay. But that hat, I have not done this in so long, y'all. This is really fun and refreshing for me. Something laid back. I'm enjoying it. I really, truly am. And I am truly thankful for each and every one of y'all to come and vibe out with your girl, hang out, and have a little motivation for the day. But yeah, this is really coming out nice, y'all. It really is. And y'all, I want to get into story time, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm going to come back because we know we ain't going to finish all this anyway because that's a lot. And then I still got that. But anyway, I'm going to come back on the camera real quick, y'all. I got to show y'all. I can only show you. I can show you better than I can tell you. I'm going to switch cameras real quick. Let me make sure I'm back on here. Okay. Come on, thing. Come back out. Okay, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. Okay. So if you had a chance to be on the live where I unboxed, and I was with Miss Queenie, and I unboxed the hat machine, y'all. I'm not gonna say the name, but if y'all go back and look at the video, y'all, y'all, I gotta show y'all hats came out. They came out awful. When I say awful, y'all, the hats were awful. First of all, the machine did not work good for me because one, I have hand problems where I've had to go and get, if you can see right here, I don't know if you can see, but I have carpal tunnel. So I had to go and get the carpal tunnel surgery done to not one wrist, but both wrists. So first of all, there's no for real pressure on the machine. That's one. Two, when I went to go use it, the thing slipped where the base was, and I kind of burnt my thumb. Y'all can't see it really, but I started feeling that skin go a little bit. You could smell. You know how you can smell skin a little bit, and I was like, mm. But y'all, it didn't even get halfway there. Y'all look at it. Because y'all remember when I first told y'all, was it this hat or this hat? It was this hat. But this hat was the one when I tried my old one. And I said, You know what I'm going to do? I said, I'm going to go ahead and still put this daggone thing on the new one, right? So I was like, yeah, it's going to get it and do it all. Chad, please. That thing said, no, ma'am. So then I tried it again on this hat, y'all. That thing look awful, child. We ain't where we going? What happened? Looking ate up. Looking totally ate up. I was like, mm-mm. So y'all know what I did, right? I boxed him back up and I sent his tail back. So what I am going to do is I'm going to actually, because I have been looking around, and the one that Miss Queenie used on there, as well as a lot of other content creators, because I've been constantly looking at videos on it. I'm gonna go ahead and go with the HTV romp because I see that they have a piece that actually has the pressure where it holds the hat back for you and everything like that. And when you go and manually push it down, then it should work out because that right there, that I had right there, y'all. Like I said, I ain't gonna say that people name because I'll be trying not to bad mouth companies and nothing like that. But it didn't work for me. That's what I'm gonna say now. It might work for the next person, but it didn't work for me. So it won't no need for me to go and get my for real good hats, these snapbacks. You know what I'm talking about. These one the one I tell my children, these one the $1 and $2 and $3 little dollars, okay? So before I go play with them in my bucket hats, let me get something that's gonna work, okay? But that right there, them two little hats I had, they was like a little play. But you know, we ain't even gonna go there with that. But I'm sipping, y'all. Got to keep my throat from being so parched and dry. So do y'all want me to go ahead and continue a little bit with this? Cause like I said, we already know we ain't gonna finish this. We getting there. We getting that drinkware there, but we already know we ain't gonna continue to finish this totally. But I know if y'all enjoying the questions that we having, because I got my little questions right here on the side, y'all, so that way I can keep us going. Okay, but if not, then we will definitely, and then y'all know I'm gonna do something different tomorrow, right? Because we're gonna have this tomorrow. We're gonna have glow and sip again tomorrow. This is only day one. We're gonna do this for 5 straight days, y'all. Because we're gonna what? We're gonna glow and sip for 2025. So let me ask y'all another question. Let me ask y'all another question. What was you okay? I asked that one. I asked that one. What dimmed your light that you never gave yourself permission to relight? What dimmed your light so much that you never gave yourself permission to relight? Let me ask it like this, to relight in whatever subject that might be. I'm going to put y'all back down on the table. We're going to do a little bit more on this cup because we want this cup to be looking pretty when I finish it. Let me make sure y'all back on the table. Okay, cool. That girl learning how to switch them cameras. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Yes, Miss V. That daggone cup. That cup press thing had me. I mean, the hat press thing had me going, honey. Had me going. I was through. I was like, nah, let me box you back up, baby. You got to go back where you came from. Hey, Donzel, thank you for coming in. How are you this evening? So, y'all, I asked the question, what dimmed your light so much that you never gave yourself permission to relight that again and whatever subject or matter it was? What gave you? Y'all, I'm gonna take and wipe this off a little bit. We're gonna go back in here just a little bit. I'm gonna do a little piece at a time because I think I'm going too much ahead of myself and putting too much glue, and we don't want it to be so slippery. Like I said, y'all have not done this in so long. You want to make sure you recap. I'm gonna go ahead and slide these around a little bit. Look like I need to put some more in so that I can keep this going. Y'all answer that question there. Or is that too much and y'all want me to give y'all another one? Okay, let me ask you this one then. Are you blending in to fit somewhere you've outgrown? That's a good one. Are you blending in to fit somewhere you've outgrown? And that could be in your personal life. It could be in the YouTube streets. It could be in a relationship. Are you blending in to fit somewhere you've outgrown? Now, that's a good question. That's a really good question. That's a really good question right there. I'm trying to figure out how to answer this, y'all. In some instances, I feel like I have outgrown a lot of different things and a lot of different people. And what I tend to do when a situation happens like that is I revert back and run back to what my lane to go and be back in my own lane. Because sometimes me being in my own lane, it makes me, well, not being sometimes in my own lane, but me being in my own lane makes me feel protected. So, yeah. Yeah. Anybody got any answer to that question? Are you blending in to fit somewhere you've outgrown? Come on, y'all. Talk now. We talking and chatting and crafting now. Come on now. Y'all been answering them all. Y'all been answering them all the way up to now. So come on now. Do you feel like you have outgrown something? And like I said, mine would be that when I feel that way, I tend to, revert back to being in my own lane because I feel like it is a protection, like a child needs a blanket, and that might be their protection. Yeah, yeah, yep. Yes, indeed. This is coming out good though, y'all. What you think? Would you say no, ma'am? Would you say no, ma'am? To protect your people. What? What are you blending in to fit somewhere you've outgrown? You said no, ma'am. You say you're not blending in? Okay. Okay, Miss B. She's saying it loud and proud. She got it in all caps, y'all. She let me know she's saying that with her whole chest. No, ma'am. We don't do that blending in around here. We keep it loud and proud, honey. Loud and proud. But yeah, sometimes when you feel like situations is more than what you can handle, like I said, I will easily, because I'm not the type of person that want to sit there and argue with you. I'd rather let you go ahead and argue with yourself. So what I'll do is I'll be quiet. I'll let you go ahead. Once you finish, if I can get a word in edgewise, I will. But other than that, nah, I'm gonna let you go ahead and talk by yourself and argue by yourself. So I'm gonna say, yeah, baby, you look good. You look good. But this is what our cup is coming out to be, y'all. That hat is coming in. That hat is coming in, y'all. It's getting there. I know I'm gonna have to go in and fill in a couple of spots or two. But I'm gonna tell y'all, by me using this clear vinyl, that to me is something that you really, it's like it's a real challenge to use this clear vinyl because you really got to be on top of it and really be looking and paying attention. But I think it's coming out good. I think it is. What you say? Let me pull this up and see what you're saying. Okay, thing, pull up so I can see what Miss V howling about. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can understand that. I can understand that. Yeah, cause uh-huh. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna have to come over there and check out that behind the scenes thing. I understand what you're saying, Miss B, because when someone comes in and they make you feel the way, you might be feeling or whatever like that, then you get to the point you be like, nah, what I'm gonna go ahead and do is do this, XYZ, and I'm gonna feel okay about it. So I understand what you're saying, Miss B. I do. I really truly, truly, truly do. I really truly, truly do. We're gonna do this a little bit right here, y'all. And y'all know how I always tell y'all, I'm not gonna tarry too long. I'm not gonna keep y'all too long. And tomorrow we're gonna come back and we're gonna be on something different. But guess what? We still gonna keep that motivation going. I'm gonna show y'all something else that I know how to do to, help y'all out on y'all crafting journey. Those that might be interested in learning how to do this, that, and the third. I'm gonna show you what I know, okay? I'm not a pro, but I can show you what I know, and we can learn and grow together. Because that's what it's all about. So I truly, truly hope that everybody has. Whether you've been in the bushes and you ain't come out and see me and say hi or none of that. I greatly appreciate you anyway, and I hope that you have hit the like button. Because we're going to keep this motivation going on the whole entire week. The whole entire week, y'all. Yes, we are. So tomorrow, around 10 o'clock, we will have the same motivation. Like I said, something totally different title. And then we will come and talk, have our little questionnaire about it. Yes. Who is this? Thank you, thank you, Miss B. I'm not gonna say trying because I don't like to say the word trying. Try means to not do, but I'm working on it, Miss B. I'm working on it. I really truly am. Because my thing is, I get up in the morning and I'm constantly making sure that I motivate myself. I have my time with God. I talk to Him. You have my little prayer, this, that, and everything like that. And at the same token, thoughts and different things come to me for motivation. So as they come to me for motivation, that's what inspired me to share my studying, my little motivation, because this is not something I just started. I've been doing this for over, I want to say a year or two now. So I wanted to keep this motivation going by sharing and putting it in video form so that everybody can enjoy it as well. So yeah. But y'all, I think this is coming out pretty good. Like I said, I'm gonna really have to go back in here and move this up. But it's a real challenge because I put this clear vinyl on. Had I not put the clear vinyl on, it probably would have been whole lot different. But by this being a stainless steel cup, I did not want to be able to see that vinyl under here. So I'm just going in here and making sure I don't have any overlapping stones over top of each other. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm just putting it down, making sure that it's flat. Because you don't want your cup and you holding it and you at the pool thinking you look cute and everything, your cup look cute, and you got stones falling out. Like they falling out the sky somewhere, Chad. Yeah, we ain't gonna have that. We ain't gonna have no tackiness now. Not at all. We gonna keep it. We gonna keep it looking cute. Cause how we doing? We sipping pretty. That's what we doing today. We sipping pretty, honey. Okay. So how y'all think that's coming out? How y'all think that's coming out? I'm gonna come back on here. Like I said, I ain't gonna turn too long. I ain't gonna have y'all with with my y'all know how I am. I'm a whole vibe. I really truly am. Y'all already know. Let me switch the camera so y'all can come back up here with me. Y'all know how I do. I'm me. I'm just being me, period. I ain't trying to change and be nobody else but me. But anyway, I'm going to show y'all what I got up to. This is how it came out. I got to truly go back in, fix the lips. The earring came out nice. I got to go back in and finish the head up. This is what it says on the front. Let me make sure I'm holding it so y'all can see. Like I said, it's truly challenging when you put the clear on, but it makes to me, everybody got their own ideas of how they like to do things. When you use the white vinyl or all the other type of vinyls, you have to really sit there and cover it up because you really have to sit there and cover it up because you can see that. So I wanted to challenge myself to do the clear. And by me doing the clear, I really have to sit there and work on it. And I'm going to get it done. But I hope that y'all really truly did enjoy hanging out with me and that y'all really truly enjoyed the motivation that we have done asking questions because like I said, around 10 o'clock, if you look at my motivational video, it's not going to be long. So you don't even have to really look at it. You just listen to it, you know, then that's good. You said sometimes you need the motivation. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Well, I'm glad that I can help and motivate somebody because like I said, I be motivating myself to get up out the bed, Chad. Get up out the bed. And then some days I have my days wherein what I'll do is I'll grab my computer, I'll grab one of my books, I'll grab my iPad, and I'll have a pen and paper. And I have to stay in the bed because my body got me feeling that way. So it's a challenge, but yet I'm saying, yo, yeah, you might be feeling this way, buddy, but I'm still going to do what it is I need to do because when you have that thought in your mind, you have that creation in your mind, and you want to keep constantly going and moving and doing whatever. I'm like, okay, so my body telling me I can't move, okay, but my mind's still moving. So let me prop myself up in this bed and still work on what I'm gonna work on for me because that's me. I like to keep my mind going. I like to keep my mind busy. So I must still create. I might can't move physically like I want to, but I'm still gonna create. But I have truly, truly enjoyed y'all today. Like I said, join me again tomorrow at 3 p.m. Well, we're gonna keep this motivation thing going on for 5 days. Okay, y'all? Because we are sipping pretty today, but tomorrow it's totally a different motivation. So we gonna sip and we gonna glow and we gonna keep it moving until y'all see me tomorrow. Cause y'all know we don't say that word BYE over here. Until my next video. Love y'all. Y'all have a wonderful day and thank y'all.